Modern-day treasure hunters are coming to Central Kentucky.
Yes, and you can head to a Lexington hotel and get a chance to get cash from antique and collectible experts. And joining us to talk about the Treasure Hunter Roadshow is Jason DeLong. First of all, thank you so much for being here.
Appreciate you guys having us.
And I know Dia brought some of her treasures she's going to talk about in just a second. What kind of stuff are you looking for, first of all?
Well, you know, I brought some stuff in that has come in actually just in the last this morning and yesterday. You know, we've got a sword from World War II, German sword that has come in. We've got an old Spanish spike helmet. 1953 Gibson guitar. You know, it's not the Les Paul. You know, some of the 1953 Gibsons can be $20,000. This is the lower, more economical version of, you know, their different lines. This one here is probably, you know, $1,500 guitar, something like that. But yeah, we've seen a lot of people this week and a lot of cool stuff coming in.
So how do you kind of get it? Does people inherit stuff or come across stuff and they just bring it to you, or?
Yeah, we see stuff that people have had that they've inherited, that, you know, they've had for, you know, we see people that's older that's had this stuff since they were kids. You know, a lot of the old dolls or pressed steel toys from, you know, the 30s and 40s. You know, we see a lot of people that's in their 70s bringing in their toys from when they was a kid. And stuff that's inherited too. It's you know, it's kind of, you know, we see people in their 20s, we see people in their 80s,
right,
and anywhere in between.
I'm hearing gold is really popular these days.
Yeah, that's one of the things that you know, right now with the economy the way it is, the gold and silver market, you know, is at an all-time high and been there for about 2 years, and it's something that a lot of people, you know, like there was one of the examples right before I left to come down here. A lady had come in. She had a box about the size of that white box you've got sitting there, and it wasn't even full. She had a couple necklaces that was broken, a couple rings that was her mother's that the stones had fallen out of. I think a class ring that was her husband's or something, and maybe a wedding band, if I remember right, that had been cut off. It's like $212. And she said, that stuff's been sitting there in my jewelry box for, you know, 15, 20 years. I don't remember exactly what she said.
Right.
So if you've got that kind of stuff, I mean, it's a good opportunity right now with the price of gold where it's at. And you know, obviously with the coins, you know, the silver content in the coins prior to 1964, a lot of people are cashing on that. We've probably seen 40 to 50 people just in the last day or so that have just brought in stuff that they didn't have, antiques and collectibles like this, that they cashed in on the broken jewelry or the old class rings or the coins because the gold and silver price has been so high.
Well, let's talk about coins real quickly. A lot of people collect them, you know, over generations or what have you. And a friend of mine wanted to share these and find out just what they are and what their values.
Well, what you've got here, the top four you've got here, and I don't know, we might want to move this. I don't know if you guys can see it. Okay, there. The top four there, they're silver dollars. Basically, silver dollars can range anywhere from, you know, $11, $12, $13 on the low side of things. You know, if they're really in bad condition, maybe a little less, all the way up into hundreds of thousands of dollars a piece, depending on condition and rarity. You know, the silver dollar is kind of the king. Silver dollar would be like the 1893 with the S mint mark on the back, or the 1895 without a mint mark. Those four coins there, they're more common, but they're good condition. You know, without, you know, really going over them with a magnifying glass for time purposes here, you know, they're probably, you know, $13 to $15 coins.
And then when you get into the older ones?
You know, the older coins like this one here, like I was talking about before we come on the commercial break, you know, that coin right there, it's a little rarer than the you know, we see a lot of the silver dollars. This one is you know, early 1800s. Right. I'd have to make a couple phone calls. That coin there could be somewhere between $200 and $1,500. I'd just have to make a couple phone calls and get a bid on it. The way we work, we've got a database of about 6,000 collectors that we buy for worldwide. So it's an opportunity when people come in, we're going to pay them on the spot, but we're going to pay them what the collector's willing to pay. It's something that I'm not going to be sitting there, Dia, haggling with you trying to buy something for $2,000 that's worth $8. I want to get you because I'm paid a percentage of what I get you.
Well, let's tell people how they can actually get to see you in person. You can do it today through, of course, that's Saturday, and those are the times, over at the Fairfield Inn in Georgetown. That's Tiger Way, not Tightway, in Georgetown. So we hope people will come out, bring their collectibles, and find out what they're worth.
Look forward to seeing you guys.
All right. Let's check out the